space or in the exactly in the center. Now I'm going to rename this style, so as a reminder, I'll give it a name, pictures, so I know where to click when I format the next picture. This one is a picture, it has to be in the middle, so I'm gonna click on pictures and it formats it right smack in the middle. My name is going to be in the middle, so I have to create another style for centered text. Click on A+, and I'm gonna leave it 6, let's go 14. In the center, paragraph, and the first line, of course, gonna be 0.01 for centering, and leave 6 points after. Click, click, and unclicked, and the style is going to be, I didn't want to modify, I wanted to rename. Okay, this is going to be center text. Okay, now this is the only place in the manuscript, if you use title page, where you can add a page break. So you click on insert, page break, and it's gonna put a page break. Let me show you with the doohickey. It's gonna give us a page break after the title page. Now we're gonna delete this one. Okay. Now let's give a format to the title page so it doesn't have indents, or the copyright page. What am I talking about? Create another one, and it's going to be block format, size 12, format, paragraph. It's going to be no first line because we don't want indents, and no space after, otherwise between every line it's gonna give it a space. So this is going to be, let's see, and this style is going to be the copyright page. Okay, now we have lots of styles formatted already. We have the center text, copyright, normal setting, pictures, heading 1 and heading 2 are the next to format. Okay, this is going to be a heading like a chapter title. Let me click this doohickey off. Okay, so you highlight and it's gonna be heading 1. Modify. For the headings, I'm just gonna leave 16 in the center and bold, and it's going to be 0.01 first line, and let's give 12 points after, so it's a bigger space between the chapter titles and the text. And here comes the tricky part. You click on line and page breaks, and this little window, page break before, you click and file it, and when you click on it and put the line in heading 1, it's going to give a seamless page break between paragraphs. Okay, So the prologue is going to be heading 1. And let me find, I think I put 2 or 3 chapters. So you see everything is going to line up with seamless page breaks. Let's go back. The next one is going to be the first paragraph. First, let me make sure you see this centered poem was not correctly put in the center. So I'm going to click on this and make it nice. And this picture is gonna be centered with this clicky button. Great. And this goes in the center. Okay. Now, the first paragraph in the document or manuscript is not indented in eBook. That's, I'm not sure if it's a requirement because they're not really forcing it, but it looks nice when the first paragraph is without indent. So we are going to create another style. It's A, we'll leave it 12, and we're gonna put it in block style. Paragraph. Now go back to indents and spacing. It's going to be first line none, and we'll leave 6 point after. You remember the copyright page, we didn't put the 6 point, we meant with 0 and 0, but this one I want the space between the first and second paragraph, so I gave it 6 point. Okay, and this is gonna be rename first para. Okay, done. Now to make it nicer, I'm going to make this board. I have space dividers. Usually authors use the 3-star or whatever symbol. I like to use little pictures that that goes with the story. So I'm going to click on pictures here. Now here comes chapter 2. It's going to be heading 1. And this one is picture, and this part is the first paragraph, and I'll make this bold. Let me see if I put one more. I just put 2 chapters in here. Okay, let's go back and see. Let's click on view and put the navigation pane on. You can see everything nicely lined up as I formatted the style. The only thing is not showing up is the title, but it's embedded in the document, the title and subtitle, so it's not gonna show up on the ribbon. Only if you, instead of using title and subtitle, you use, let's go back and see that. Let me show you. Instead of title, You're gonna use heading 1 for this one, and it instantly shows up. And for the subtitle, you're gonna use heading 2. And the heading 2 is going to be, I didn't format that, so let's reformat it. The heading 2 is going to be 14 in the middle, and let's make it automatic color, not bold but italic. And leave 12 point after, in the middle 0.01 single, and the lines and breaks, we don't need a page break before. Click, click, and it put it in 2. So it's gonna show up nicely on the TOC. The next step is the most time consuming. You scroll through every single chapter, every page, and make sure there are no leftover things that are not formatted, not put in rightly. So for that, use the wiki. You see, I got one right here. Right after the sentence, I have an empty space, so I deleted. This is very time consuming, but very well worth the time and effort, because then you have the perfect ebook that your readers gonna love. So take your time and go through it and check everything. When you see, for example, instead of the empty space here at the end of the sentence, but you see a back arrow, then what you do is, instead of clicking behind the arrow, you go down to the next line, click the backspace button, bring the 2 sentences close, and then hit enter. So that gets rid of the arrow and it gets rid of the empty space. Okay. So it's really time consuming, but as I stated, it's well worth it to do. Okay. The next, after you're done checking all the document, you go back to the first page and go through. Usually I put the TOC right after the copyright page. So you click enter, and you insert the page break, and you click on references, table of contents, and you pick one. Usually I pick the automatic table one, and it brings you or the chapter or the page numbers. So when you update the table, cancel, you go back to table of contents and click on custom table, and click the show page numbers off, so this window is empty. You click on OK, replace this table of contents, yes, and now it's going to show up without any page numbers. Now go back to insert, and you need to bookmark every major heading in the document. Let me delete what I had in the previous document and start from scratch. Let's go back. You can always click behind a sentence and then click bookmark. It's gonna be title. You always have to add only one word. This one, bookmark, subtitle, and then go to the headings, bookmark it, fate. This is the prologue. And chapter 1 and chapter 2. Of course, in your book you're gonna have 40, 50 or more chapters, so it's gonna take a while to bookmark each and every chapter. Now let's go back to home, click up the doohickey and go back to our TOC page and click on it and review references instead and update the table. Okay, the table is updated. Now let's check, go back to insert, bookmark, and one more thing to check if there are any unused bookmarks. So click on this window and click it on again. When you see HLKTOC beginning and a bunch of numbers, you have to delete those bookmarks because those are automatically created and they really confuse the converting system. So you cannot delete it one by one. TOC. You leave only those bookmarks that you created. So close and go back home. Let's view 100%. Click up the review navigation pane, and now your ebook is perfectly formatted seamlessly. Everything is in the right place and in the right format, and the TOC is gonna show up on the formatted ebook in blue, so the readers can click on it, and everything else is in perfect order. Thank you for taking this course, and I hope it's going to be useful, and best of luck creating your book or ebook. Thank you again. Have a great day.